I think some of the swerves that we all got this E3 from Microsoft and just gaming in general means that I think possibly the age of believing the insider, quote unquote, is maybe at an end. Like, some stuff obviously will continue to leak, but at the end of the day, most of the stuff probably isn't, and it really just comes down to when these companies actually announce it. Point in case, we swore up and down we were in for 2 consoles, a Lockhart and a Anaconda, and now almost seems like the only thing they have is a Anaconda, though there could still be a Lockhart, and maybe they just don't want to confuse people by announcing 2 things at the same time. But it does almost seem like there is just a Anaconda / Scarlett, and that's what it is. But Phil Spencer was talking about the price point, and that's something everybody wants to know about it. And he knows what a reasonable price point is for a new console, specifically an 8K console. Very, very interesting. He says, we understand what reasonable price points are for a console and kind of what customers expect about that. And I remember doing a video about this some other time, and there was some big deals made about the source of that. And one of the funny thing was, it was an interview where he was on Major Nelson's podcast, and this is much the same, right? But it's in print instead of a podcast, so a little bit easier to kind of see. Project Scarlett, obviously, the price point, what are we going to get? It sounds like it's going to be a super spec'd out Xbox console, highly level stuff. They're saying 120 frames, Navi, solid state drive. It's going to be a premium price point, much like the Xbox One X had a premium price point as well. Microsoft isn't exactly mentioning exactly what the price point is, but Director of Program Management has provided some high-level thoughts on the price, in addition to what Phil Spencer has said already. He says Microsoft is aware about reasonable price points are for a console, along with the factors that are important to consumers when thinking about pricing. He explained that Project Scarlett is aiming to achieve those things never done before in console gaming, and such. The suggestion is it'll be an expensive box. We understand what reasonable price points are for a console and kind of what customers expect about that. At the same time, to you, we are innovating, we are pushing the boundaries of some of this. We're not sharing any details on price or, more detailed specs at this point, but I will say that we're very confident in what we're building, something that will set a new bar for expectations of console gaming. Xbox boss Phil Spencer said Microsoft is still working through various price point discussions and considerations for Project Scarlett. The Xbox Scarlett releases holiday 2020, so Microsoft has more time to communicate the specifics about the pricing later. I always wanted the Xbox One X to be $399. I feel like that's a price point that will sell a lot of consoles. But you just get the feeling from everything that Phil Spencer says, because he had other interviews, and much like what I've been saying, and of course, I'm not one of those credit hogs that wants credit for everything. I said Microsoft literally does not care if you buy their box. That's why it wouldn't put it past them to sell a box for $599. I think it'll probably be $499, but $599, that wouldn't shock me. Reason being is they don't care. If you still want to stick with your S or your original Xbox One or your X or PC or xCloud, whatever you want to do, they're fine with that. And I think that's what differentiates them for most people. And the fact that they don't care. If you're really one of the people that wants this super high-end console that can do, 8K, 120 frames, then you'll pay the $599. If not, then you won't, and they're fine with that as long as you're invested in their ecosystem. So it's going to be interesting. I will link this. Like I said, this particular one is from GameSpot, at least the little subsections that I want to talk about mostly. So what do you guys think the price is going to be? $500-$600 more? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.